Something that's sort of unique about the Philippines is prostitution is actually illegal. So what they do is these bar owners go to the villages right outside of big cities and tell these young girls that there's work in the city. So if you'll just come work, you can be a waitress or you can work at a restaurant and you can provide for yourself and your family. And so they come without any way to get back home or without any way to call and get help. And once they get to the bars, they say, okay, you're not a waitress anymore. You're actually going to be working on stage, and people can come in and offer to buy you for the night. And sort of the way that people get around prostitution being illegal is you don't actually pay for the girls to be with them. You pay a bar fine, which means you pay the bar for them to be off for the night. We go to this really small bar right outside of like where the main walking street is. And we walk into this bar. There's probably only about 10 girls on stage. And as soon as we walk in, I see this young lady, and I knew immediately that I was supposed to talk to her. So we sat down, we got settled, and I told the waitress, hey, I would like to talk to this girl. I pointed at her, and she looked at me, looked back at the girl, and said, you want to talk to her? I said, yes. She goes, oh, she's a virgin. You'll like that. So I said, absolutely, I would like to talk to her. So they call her down and she sits down. She's very nervous. And I found out that it was actually her first week working in the bar. So we just began to ask her about her hopes and her dreams and what she wants to do when she grows up. Does she want to go to school? And of course she does. We began to ask her just about, do you ever want to not be in this? She begins to tell us how she doesn't really want to do this, that she feels trapped. She feels like there's no hope for her to not do this. Her family is relying on her to provide, and she feels hopeless. So we just told her, if you want to leave, you can come with us tonight. There's a place that you can stay, and we'll take care of you. And she begins to weep, and I mean really, really just cry at even the hope that she doesn't have to do this anymore. She just, through tears in her eyes, says, "Yeah, I want to leave." So I talked to one of the leaders of the organization. I just said, hey, she's ready to go right now. Is that possible? How do we do that? And basically, over the course of a few minutes, the leader told us that really the only way to do this safely is for you to pay the bar fine. And I said, absolutely. So we paid $60 for her to walk out in freedom that night. We walk out of this club and you see her countenance change, and a smile and even laughter. And I just stood there in awe of seeing this reckless love of God reach into darkness and pull somebody into freedom.